So, 3 years ago today, I created the Septex YouTube channel, which then went on to specialise in doing Tardis rewrites, which incidentally is going to be the topic for today. But I thought it was interesting because it's a milestone. 3 years. It has been a wonderful journey. I've met some really talented people who are so amazing, and I built the community that I wanted, and incidentally it's the community that is delivering the idea for today's video, which was really just a discussion on the state of the Steam Workshop in terms of the Tardis rewrite extensions. So it was pointed out to me by several people that there are now a lot of Tardis rewrite extensions on the workshop, which is fabulous because thinking back to, well, year 1 of Septex, there wasn't a completed Capaldi Tardis, and wow, since then a lot of stuff, really cool stuff has been made and published so that everyone can play it. Unfortunately, it seems that the workshop is being flooded by add-ons by usually the same developers who are uploading and not finishing their add-ons, and ultimately leaving a rather unfinished, quite terrible product. And that is the opinion of some people in the community. I just wanted to share what my views on it were. So what are we talking about here? Well, we're talking about usually the custom interiors, but also the interiors that are allegedly custom, however they are actually quite similar to the console used in the show. And that was possibly a reason as to why the Tardis Rewrite tutorial series may not have been finished. If it had been, then it would have been a lot easier for people to create stuff and put it on the workshop, which has its positives and negatives. The main reason is that people dislike it is that when something is uploaded to the workshop, it should be basically finished. It's not the Steam greenlight process where you get, or early access, it's separate, and obviously add-ons change, they get updated a lot, but I think people are unsatisfied with the amount of updates that are happening to these add-ons. Me personally, I think it's useful to have more content for an add-on, which is really cool, the biggest feature of it being the bigger on the inside effect using portals. But then I understand the other side of the view is that you're getting a very unfinished, poorly textured, not even animated interior, which isn't always going to be that fun to play with. I still tour and make videos on these add-ons because I think it's still worth sharing, and hopefully it's the attention that the video brings to this add-on which encourages the developer to continue building it. But I think the biggest problem is with this, it's kind of making the Tardis Rewrite extension, the Tardis Rewrite base, just a throwaway add-on which seems to be just abused by just people creating extensions which don't really extend that much from the original. I mean, some of these interiors aren't as good as the base interior that it comes with, and that was really rough. But some of these add-ons, such as the Artenim Tardis, which has actually improved over time, you see these developers actually improving, which was my hope, and I'm glad it's a reality that he's got very good at everything to do with creating an add-on. But I think there is a toxic element to the community that is being driven by this desire to have really good quality add-ons, as I've shown in the past, but simply them not being there. I understand it from if a developer is starting to build an extension, they're excited and they want to upload it straight away to get the reaction of the community, but it's almost kind of once you've uploaded it, it's there and they'll put it down and not do anything because they think it's finished, even though it's really not. I think I'm going to admit that it is disappointing that there isn't the degree of quality of the new add-ons on the workshop that was made perhaps by Dr. Memes or the Doctor or the Drunk Turtle. They have extremely good high quality stuff, but you have to understand that takes a lot of time to produce. So I would say that it's overall a good thing that there are more extensions being put onto the workshop and they are slowly developing over time. I think from 3 years ago when there was nothing, it's a lot better now having something. Whether it's good or not is another issue. I think this is my advice to developers if they're considering going into developing Tardis rewrites. Make sure that you upload a product that you are completely happy with and would want people to have fun with. If you don't think that's going to happen, hold off from uploading, develop it some more, and then release it onto the workshop, because ultimately the first impression on the workshop is going to leave a lasting impression. I think it's great that there's more stuff on the workshop. It's just a shame. I can understand it from other people's perspectives that it's not always going to be of high quality. Anyway, that's just my general discussion on the state of the Steam Workshop and their rewrites. There's a link in the description to the collection with them all in there. And yeah, thanks for a wonderful 3 years. It's been great, and yeah, Happy New Year.